Hello, and welcome to HSJI News. I'm Andrew Walker.
And I'm Kaylee Connors. Thanks for joining us today.
Every school has its own safety precautions. As students begin the new school year at Indiana University, many are hoping for a safe school year. HSJI reporter Naomi Golmer looked at just how safe students are on Bloomington's campus.
Hundreds of students at Indiana University walk around campus to go to class, meet up with friends, or get in some exercise. This is a part of their daily routine, so it's something they're used to. But how safe do the students really feel?
I would probably say pretty safe, and now with the blue emergency buttons. At night, there's kind of some sketchy people. Most of the time, pretty safe with like dorms and everything, how to get in. People, you have to have your ID and everything.
Even though the opinions about safety differ from student to student, some commented about how they don't feel as comfortable walking around at night because of the rumors they have heard.
Walking at night, I don't really feel safe because I heard that certain people wear a white hood and they walk around campus and usually they're under the influence sometimes, and I heard that they actually come out and attack certain African Americans.
In order to stay safe, the students recommended to always use the buddy system when walking around campus, especially in the dark, and to use the new blue emergency stations if you ever feel like you're in danger. According to Cara Simmons, the blue emergency lights have been a new addition to Indiana University to help keep it safe.
If you think you're in danger or something and you see it, you can just press it, and they said in 3 minutes or something, police will be there to help you out. So just in case you think something's suspicious.
All college campuses have their pros, cons, comforts, and dangers. Indiana University is one of the many that is improving their security in order to keep the students safe. With photographer Kaylee Connors, I'm Naomi Golmer reporting for SHJI News.
Indiana University's archives are currently presenting a new exhibit displaying a former graduate's photography. Here's HSJI reporter Sydney Goggins with the story.
Whether reviewing family history, culture, campus history, or the remnants of a historical event, archives reflect and present the significance of the past. At Indiana University's Herman B. Wells Library, the archive is located on the fourth floor where anyone can visit.
I don't know if you'd really think about it, but everybody at one point or another has wondered, I wonder, when this policy started, or I wonder when that building was created, and things like that. So we're always here as a resource.
Indiana University's archives present exhibits almost every couple of weeks. This particular week is framed on Indiana University's graduate, C. David Rep, and it shows his well-known photographs of ordinary events.
Brad Cook, the curator of photographs, has been trying to get Rep's work in the archive for many years, and eventually he got the opportunity to display the photographs. Cook wanted to showcase a representative example of C. David Rep's life works.
His work appeared in Time and the Washington Post and the New York Times and Sports Illustrated, and many companies in Indiana hired him to shoot photographs for their annual reports.
David C. Rep's photography of ordinary moments has captured attention from many. With photographer Kaylin Mathis, I'm Sydney Goggins reporting for HSJI News.
Indiana University is filled with activity during the summer months. HSJI reporter James Derryberry took a look at one of the programs taking place on the campus during the summer, freshman orientation.
Every year, new students at IU and across the nation take part in freshman orientations. These orientations take upcoming freshmen around the university, and in IU's case, even teach about the rich and interesting history. Freshman orientation is often regarded as vital to a student's early success at any college. IU's freshman orientation is filled to the brim with students ready to start their college career, being led around their home for the next 4 years. After looking at freshman orientation from the outside, we decided to talk to one of the incoming freshmen at IU, Rachel Channel. Here's what she thought about freshman orientation.
It's really given me a sense of what campus is like and how to get places, and it just gives me a feel for what Indiana University is going to do for me.
It seems Rachel's opinion is common among many of the future IU students, apparent from the enthusiasm present in the crowds of students and parents. Freshman orientation offers students and parents a glimpse of the school that will be playing a defining role in the whole family's life for the next 4 years. With photographer Andrew Walker, I'm James Derryberry reporting for HSJI News.
Indiana University has a variety of museums on campus, but this summer, this one in particular stands out because of its longevity and impact. Here's Kaylee Connors with the story.
This summer marks the 75th anniversary of the Sidney and Lois Eskenazi Art Museum, located on the Indiana University Bloomington campus. The Eskenazi has been a part of campus life since 1941 and has impacted students who roam the university. According to Kira Bushman, the Sidney and Lois Eskenazi Museum is a nice place for students to study, learn, and relax.
I think having this museum on campus makes it really easy, especially for art history students, which I'm an art student, so we take a lot of art history classes. It makes it easy for us to see what we're learning about in person. It's such an interesting space. And so not only the collection, but the space just has this feeling of calm. So I come here to study all the time, not just to look at the paintings and everything.
Another student, Hannah Gregory, feels that the art pieces in the Eskenazi aren't the only unique features this historic building has to offer.
I think the angles at which the building was made at makes the actual architecture of the building really interesting, because if you look, there's no right angles in the actual architecture of it, so it's really interesting.
With such a long history, there were many ideas behind a museum this big, smack dab in the middle of IU's campus. Officials comment that President Herman Wells had been the visionary behind the arts located on campus, because he believed to be a great university, you must have the characteristics of a great city. With photographer Naomi Gallmer, I'm Kaylee Connors with HSJI News. Classical music is somewhat considered to be a dying art, but as Andrew Walker tells us, it is essential to everyday health.
Our hall is alive with music, hosting many professional and student ensembles, but this performance was unlike any other. All of the performers have known each other since they were teenagers. Musicians can develop quite a strong bond after playing together for so many years, and this quartet is no exception. Music affects us in a lot of ways, but the great thing is, it affects you and I differently every time, said principal violinist and quartet leader Sarah Kapustin. As a testament to the emotion music, especially classical music, can pull out of its listeners, the entire crowd gave standing ovations after every performance. Kapustin went on to comment about the importance of one's health in society. I believe it's absolutely necessary to have some sort of music in your life. It's so important, she explained. In people who have played musical instruments for more than 15 years, exhibited larger physical differences in their brain associated with Alzheimer's disease than people who don't play an instrument. Musicians are also 85% less likely to develop dementia, according to an independent study. Music truly is an aspect of life that everyone should be a part of. From the benefits to health, the incredible way it makes you feel, music is here to stay. With photographer James Derryberry, I'm Andrew Walker reporting for HSJI News.
There is a lot of activity taking place at Indiana University's Franklin Hall. HSJI reporter Eli Smock is here with the story.
Now we have taken steps into the new and improved Franklin Hall, where journalism and photography and gaming have combined here, and here is the lobby.
The media school had just been formed in July of 2015, and I had the opportunity to come to work here after a tour in the military.
During one of the final days here at Ernie Pyle Hall, where students have learned about journalism for the past 64 years.
The journalism program, I think we need something bigger to showcase that, and schools were combined. The School of Journalism, Communications and Culture, and Telecommunications are all now the media school.
July 21st, 2016, Ernie Pyle Hall will close its doors as the new Franklin Hall opens for more students to pursue their interests in the media field. This 64-year-old building has served as the grounds and the purpose for future journalists to come. With photographers Maggie Chan and Aria Browner, I'm Eli Smock reporting for HSJI News.
Due to the low amount of jobs in the industry, the demand for jobs is quite competitive. In order to get a job, a college degree is needed. With rising tuition costs, students are paying colleges more and more in order to receive the proper education. However, these students are prepared to work in society. HSJI reporter Maggie Chan takes a look at this issue.
In colleges, teachers take their time in order to prepare students for the outside world. In these classes, they study their major hoping to become successful in the future. Even in the summer, these students spend their time in the hot weather to study. However, are students in the university ready to get a job outside? Do you think this school has prepared you enough to enter society so far?
Absolutely. I've learned more about just being a decent person here.
If you can answer this within a Microsoft interview, you'll get a job. Why are manhole covers round?
Because the manholes are round. I don't know. Their covers are round because the holes are round. What?
With unlimited resources, students are trying their best in order to get a good career in the future. Even if some students are not prodigies, anyone can further expand their knowledge with books and other resources.
With the school year approaching fast, IU students are taking notice and appearance their beautiful campus. Here's Anna Gustine with the story.
Indiana University is ranked 5th on BuzzFeed for prettiest campus, and many of the students are taking advantage of it.
IU student Brad Livingston feels the campus landscape benefits his learning.
Especially when you're at dorms too. My freshman year, we would get my floor, we'd go outside and study all together. It's just a great, it's a good opportunity to get together with people and study if you can go outside, and it's nice.
Studies have shown that students tend to learn better and faster in a pleasing environment. The beauty of IU's campus inspires students like Jacob Gilly and keeps them centered.
You know, it's real, and this sort of greenery promotes a peaceful, more calm state of mind.
Undergraduate and future IU graduate student Grace Bauer has her personal favorite spot.
The creek flows through it, and it's just a really pleasant place to be. You can walk through there. As I mentioned earlier with the creek noise, I love that.
As we all know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and these students believe Indiana is one of the best. With photographer Kaylee Connors, I'm Anna Gustine for HSJI News.
Indiana University's Sugar and Spice Cafe, located in the Student Union, has more than 50 years of experience satisfying customers with traditional recipes and beverages. Here's Caitlin Mathis with the story.
With something as simple as a sugar cookie or even an iced latte, Sugar and Spice manages to leave a lasting impression on IU students and alumni.
Yeah, most definitely, because we'll have customers bring in their kids, and then their kids will bring in their kids. So it's just memories, and the newbies will start liking them, and they'll say, well, I'm gonna bring my kids.
Being open for more than 50 years has allowed for the faithful service of customers. Though they have to compete with neighboring cafes, they are set apart by having fresh organic pastries and actively talking with customers about food items. Because the wait for other cafes can be lengthy, customers are refreshed that they are able to consume quality products in a smaller, laid-back setting.
Sometimes Starbucks coffee's okay, but the line there is really long, so it's nice to come into a kind of smaller, more laid-back place.
The well-known saying, "Sugar and spice and all things nice," fits this vibrant cafe. With photographer Sydney Goggins, I am Caitlin Mathis reporting for HSJI News.
That's all the time we have for HSJI News. Thanks for watching.
We hope you'll join us again next summer for more stories about Indiana University's community. Bye for now.